variation problems. Mathematics is its own language, and you need to know the vocabulary. If you have that y varies directly as or directly with x, varies directly means equals k. That's what it means. It means equal k. So, y varies directly with x. Just put it a little bit closer. Y equals kx. If it was y squares varies directly as x cubed, y squared varies directly as means equal k x cubed. Y equals kx cubed. It's as simple as that. Varies directly as means equals k. If I tell you that y varies directly as x and x equals 6 when y equals 12, find k. So y varies directly with means k equals k, x means x. So y equals kx when x is 6, y is 12. Okay, y is 12, x is 6, find k. K times 6 is 12. 2 times 6 is 12. So k is 2, problem's done. There. Just for the record, the equation is y equals 2x. Just know your vocabulary. If y varies directly as or varies directly with x squared, they tell you when x equals 3, y equals 27. And they ask you to find y when x is 10. Okay. So this tells me that y varies directly with means equal k times x squared. Now, I can't yet find out what y equals knowing x, because I need to find k first. This piece will do that. Y is 27 when x is 3. Well, 3 squared is 9. Some number times 9 is 27. I know my times table. K is 3. Updating, I know that y equals 3x squared. So when y is 10, when x is 10, y will be 300. Know your vocabulary. Now, if they tell you y varies inversely as x, this means k over. Equals k over. So y equals k over x. Y equals k over x. That is, y is equal to k over x. So if y varies inversely as x, when x is 3, y is 10. Find y when x is 20. Y varies inversely as means k over x. Okay? But this is really k over x. Okay. When x is 3, y is 10. So 10 is equal to k over 3. Remember, just like you know your name, that product equals the top. Excuse me. So k is equal to 30. Okay, updating this, we get that y, or updating that, y is equal to 30 over x. And you can write this as xy equals 30, but they want us to find y when x is 20. Y is equal to 30 over 20. The zeros cancel. Y is 2/3. If you use this one, what do you multiply 20 by to get 30? Well, you don't want 20. So you can divide by 20. Now, all of this is 1. Then you multiply by 30. That's going to be 30. That product will be 30. Because you have 20 times 30 over 20. The 20s cancel, and here you get 30. This is what you multiply 20 by to get 30. And it's called y. But this reduces to 3 over 2. I guess this way was more complicated. But here it is, nice and cleanly. Know your vocabulary, know a little bit basic arithmetic, you have no problems. Okay. How about this one? Y varies directly with x over square root of z. When x is 3 and z, and z equals 4, z equals 4, y is equal to 1/4. They want us to find y when x is 7 and z equals 9. So there are 3 sentences, and each one helps us get closer to the end. Y varies directly with, that means k times x over square root of z. So now we can find k because they give us x, y, and z. When x, that should be over z. Just like it said, x over square root of z. So when k is 3 and z is 4, y is equal to 1/4. So 1/4 is equal to k times 3 over 2. So, this is k times 3 over 2. How do you get 1/4? Well, if you multiply by 2 over 3, so far that product is 1. Then multiply by 1/4. And this product in here turns out to be 1/6. If you multiply 1/6 by 3 over 2, you get 1 over 4. Okay, so K is 1 over 6. I mean, you want to do this more formally. You can multiply both sides by 2 over 3. The 2's cancel. The 3's and 2's cancel. You get K. Multiply this side by 2 over 3. You get 1/6 because 2 goes into those numbers 1 and 2 times. So we now know that y is equal to x over 6 square root of z. And they want you to find y when x is 7 and z is 9. Okay, y is equal to 7 over 6 square root of 9, which is 7 over 6 times 3, which is 7/18. Know your vocabulary. Anything varies directly with anything else. It means this is equal to K times the anything. I probably should have defined it as not just equals K, but equal to K times. I mean, either way, you put the K and the X next to one another. Like I did here. Varies directly as equals K followed by X cubed. Well, KX cubed does mean K times X cubed. And inversely with varies inversely with, I did say the operation. It's K over. Inversely with means equals K over. Okay? It's as simple as that. So going from the words to the mathematical equation is trivial. Whatever it says here varies inversely as whatever it says there. You say this, whatever this is equal to K over whatever that is. Okay, I don't care what this and that are. The this goes here and the that goes under the K. Okay, I can write the most complicated things for quote this and that. It shouldn't matter. If I write y ln of x cubed raised to the pi over e varies inversely as 7z raised to the pi over z all to the t power. We have this varies inversely as means K over that. Oh, that mess? That's a mess, but I can copy it down. There it is. That's the equation. That's the equation. Just know 2 vocabulary words. Varies inversely. Inverse. That has like a fraction in it. The inverse. What's the inverse of 2? It's 1/2. It's a fraction. That makes me think over. I mean, I know that 1 means K times and 1 means K over. That's inversely and that's directly. This finishes the section on variation problems.